Question Let about Professional Education Part 32. Question number 1. A school hires an individual who has not yet passed the licensure examination for teachers but demonstrates teaching skills and willingness to serve in rural areas. The person works under the supervision of a licensed teacher. Who is this educational worker? Letter A. Student intern. Letter B. Para-teacher. Letter C. Volunteer coordinator. Letter D. Assistant principal. The correct answer is letter B. Para-teacher. A para-teacher is someone who assists in teaching under the supervision of a licensed teacher. They may not yet be fully licensed or certified, but have the skills and willingness to support education, often in areas with teacher shortages, such as rural communities. They help in instructional tasks, classroom management, and student support while gaining experience. The para-teacher takes an exam and scores 70 to 74.9%. They are considered passed, but it's on the lower end of the passing range. Question number 2. A student decides to become an active member of a school organization that encourages young people to participate in community projects, such as environmental cleanups, literacy programs, and outreach activities that benefit local residents. By joining and taking part in these activities, the student is able to contribute to the welfare of the community. This situation demonstrates the exercise of which type of right? Letter A. Social right. Letter B. Civil right. Letter C. Political right. Letter D. Cultural right. The correct answer is A. Social rights are rights that allow individuals to participate in activities that promote the well-being of society and the community. This includes involvement in volunteer work, community projects, education, healthcare, and programs that improve social welfare. In this scenario, the student joins a school organization and participates in community projects like environmental cleanups and literacy programs. These activities are aimed at helping others and improving the community, which is a clear exercise of social rights. While the political rights relate to participation in government, elections, or influencing laws and policies, such as voting or running for office. Civil rights protect individual freedoms and equality under the law, like freedom of speech, right to privacy, and the cultural rights relate to participation in cultural life, traditions, and heritage. Question number 3. Gabriel tells his teacher that he can smell something unusual in the classroom, but can't figure out what it is, even though others recognize it as perfume. Which condition best describes this sensory difficulty? Letter A. Gustatory agnosia. Letter B. Hyposmia. Letter C. Anosmia. Letter D. Olfactory agnosia. The correct answer is letter D. Olfactory agnosia. It is a condition where a person can detect smells but cannot identify or recognize them. In this case, Gabriel smells something unusual but cannot recognize it as perfume, even though others can. Why not the others option? Option A is gustatory agnosia. It refers to difficulty recognizing tastes. The option B is hyposmia. It reduced the ability to smell, which means that the smell is weaker than normal. And lastly is anosmia, which means complete loss of smell. Question number 4. Mr. Lee explains that schools play an important role in teaching children the values, rules, and norms of society so they can function properly as adults. He adds that education helps maintain social order and unity. Who among the following sociologists supports this idea? Letter A. Karl Marx. Letter B. John Locke. Letter C. Max Weber. Letter D. Emil Durkheim. The correct answer is letter D. Emil Durkheim believed that education serves as a key social institution that teaches children the shared values, norms, and morals needed for society to function smoothly. He emphasized that schools help maintain social order, unity, and cohesion, which matches exactly what Mr. Lee explained. While Karl Marx focused on conflict and inequality, John Locke emphasized the mind as a blank slate, not the social function of schools. And Max Weber focused on bureaucracy and social action. Question number 5. During a reading lesson, the teacher shows the class the title and cover illustration of a short story. Before reading the text, she asks the students to recall what they already know about similar stories they have read and to use that prior knowledge to predict how the story might end. This teaching strategy illustrates: letter A, schema theory; letter B, operant conditioning; letter C, cognitive load theory; letter D, behaviorism. The correct answer is option A, schema theory. It states that we understand new information by connecting it to what we already know. Our prior knowledge is stored in mental structures called schemas. It is like a mental folder or framework that contains related information. It helps us make sense of new experiences, texts, and situations. For example, before reading a story about a princess, the teacher may ask, "What do you know about princess stories? What usually happens in fairy tales?" Students may activate their schema for fairy tales, which helps them to predict events, understand the characters, and make sense of the plot. This is schema theory in action. It encourages students to have a deeper learning by relating new ideas to what they already understand. Question number 6. Teacher Kirill notices that students work more efficiently when they are assigned to groups and held responsible for completing a portion of the class activity together. Which principle is illustrated? Letter A, teacher-centered control; letter B, individual achievement approach; letter C, free learning approach; letter D, group managerial approach. The correct answer is letter D, group managerial approach. The group managerial approach focuses on organizing students into groups to complete tasks, solve problems, or work on activities collectively. In this approach, the teacher manages the class by assigning responsibilities to groups rather than individuals. Students are held accountable as a group, and the success of one part depends on the cooperation and contribution of all members. Question number 7. During self-reflection exercises, a student acknowledges hidden feelings of jealousy and selfishness and works to understand them. Which concept is being addressed? Letter A, persona; letter B, hero; letter C, shadow; letter D, introversion. The correct answer is letter C, shadow. In Carl Jung's theory, the shadow refers to the hidden, unconscious parts of our personality, often the traits we don't want to admit, such as jealousy, selfishness, anger, or insecurity. These traits are usually repressed because they are seen as unacceptable or uncomfortable. The student recognizes hidden feelings of jealousy and selfishness. They are trying to understand these negative or suppressed traits. This matches the concept of the shadow, which involves acknowledging and integrating the darker or unrecognized aspects of oneself. The major Jungian archetypes reveal the inner patterns of personality. First, the persona, a social mask we present to people. Second is the shadow, the hidden side holding unwanted feelings we often deny. Third is the anima, animus, the inner opposite that guides balance within. And lastly is the self, the center of harmony and wholeness that unites all parts of who we are. Together, these archetypes shape our inner journey and deepen our understanding of the human soul. Question number 8. During a math lesson, Joshua starts to disrupt the class. Teacher Belinda is instantly aware of the disruption and addresses the misbehavior before it can escalate, demonstrating that they know what is happening in all parts of the classroom. Which concept of Kuhnen's classroom management is illustrated? Letter A, withetness; letter B, overlapping; letter C, momentum; letter D, smoothness. The correct answer is letter A. Withetness. This is Jacob Coonan's concept refers to a teacher's ability to be highly aware of everything happening in the classroom, including small disruptions, and to respond immediately before the behavior spreads or becomes a bigger problem. In the scenario when teacher Belinda instantly notices Joshua's disruption, she addresses the misbehavior right away. She shows that she has eyes everywhere and knows what is happening in all parts of the room. The teacher's alertness and quick, preventative response to maintain classroom control is exactly what describe withetness. While the overlapping is the teacher handles two or more tasks at the same time, such as teaching while addressing another issue simultaneously. The momentum is the teacher keeps the lesson moving smoothly without unnecessary pauses or slowdowns that could cause students to lose focus. And smoothness is the teacher maintains clear, uninterrupted transitions between activities so the flow of the lesson is not broken. Question number 9. Teacher Minda provides a set of geometric blocks and asks students to explore patterns, shapes, and symmetry while creating designs. Which Froebelian method is being applied? Letter A. Punishment for mistakes. Letter B. Rote memorization. Letter C. Lecture method. Letter D. Gifts like educational materials. The correct answer is letter D. Gifts like educational materials. Teacher Minda's activity reflects de Froebel's method of using gifts, which are educational materials designed to help children learn through hands-on exploration. Froebel believed that young learners understand concepts best when they can manipulate physical objects. By giving geometric blocks, the teacher allows students to explore shapes, patterns, and symmetry naturally. This approach encourages creativity, discovery, and sensory learning, which is the central ideas in Froebel's kindergarten philosophy. Question number 10. During the New Society period, teacher Reynolds organizes students into drills and physical exercises to promote discipline, patriotism, and civic responsibility. Which program in education does this scenario reflect? Letter A. Reserve Officers Training Corps or ROTC. Letter B. Citizen Army Training or CAT. Letter C. Home Economics. Letter D. Alternative Learning System or ALS. The correct answer is letter B. Citizen Army Training, CAT. During the New Society period, schools focused on promoting discipline, nationalism, and civic responsibility among high school students. Citizen Army Training, CAT, supported these goals through military-style drills, physical exercises, marching, and leadership training. These activities aim to build responsible and disciplined citizens prepared for national service. In the scenario when teacher Reynolds' use of classroom drills and physical exercises to promote discipline and patriotism directly reflects the purpose of CAT during this era. While Reserve Officers Training Corps or ROTC is for college students. The Home Economics focuses on homemaking, cooking and sewing, and the Alternative Learning System or ALS is a modern alternative education program and unrelated to military-style training. Thank you for watching.